guys doing in here? Long time no see. Welcome back. Hey everybody, it's been a while. I've been busy. We had to sell our house and buy a new house and move all our crap and lots of stuff going on in my life. So I thought I would take a break, and I've been thinking about getting back to it, and here I am. So hopefully you guys weren't wondering if I fell off a cliff or something, but no, I'm here, I'm good. Life's good, reselling's good. It's a little slow. It's I guess January, first week of January, so there's not a ton out there for picking, but I did find this today on Marketplace. It was a full toolbox, and here's the top part of it, top part of the cabinet. It's an old Snap-on, and I would say it's from the 70s. And if anybody knows anything about Snap-on, it's probably the best brand of tool you can get. So my plan, let's put this in the light a bit. My plan is to clean this thing up today and get it looking at least $200 better. I think it's missing a drawer here, but hopefully that shouldn't affect it too much. Yeah, doesn't have a key, but not the end of the world. So I'm just going to clean this up. I paid $400 for this, and it was also full of tools, which I'll show you here. It was crammed full of tools. There was no way I was moving it without unloading it first. Each of these buckets weighs at least 50 pounds. So I may end up having a garage sale this spring and just put some of this stuff in there to help recoup my money. The way I see it is I need this for my boat. She threw that in. I mean, there's lots of good stuff in there. I don't think there are, well, not that I've seen any Snap-on tools.
But you never know, there might be some, but there's some good old Craftsman, and the old Craftsmans are pretty popular too. So my plan is to clean this up and get about 500 bucks for the toolbox, and then I might have 300-400 bucks in all the various tools once I go through them. So yeah, that's what we're doing today.
All right, the vacuuming's done. Now I'm gonna just soak the hell out of it with some glass cleaner and let it sit for a while. We'll see how that works. I might do a couple of coats. Just let her soak in. Wow, look at this. 40 plus years of dirt just oozing away. That stuff seems to be working pretty good so far. Oops, I forgot this one. Still some random tools in there, and look what I found. This tiny little wrench. It says P&R. I'm not familiar with that brand, but it's like 3-4 inches long. All right, it's elbow grease time. Wax on, wax off. Wow. Look at this. Can you guys see the difference already? Look in the light there. This is awesome. Now, some of you might be thinking, am I gonna paint this? Get a can of the same kind of red? Probably not. I think being a vintage tool case, toolbox, I think leaving the scratches and dings on it just adds character to something like this. So I'm just cleaning off years of dirt. What? Kink. And Mow rinsing toolbox, take 2. Well, here she is, all cleaned up. Looks a lot nicer. And I love these old stickers on here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I just listed this for $650 on Marketplace. We'll take probably $550 if someone makes us that offer. And so that would make me $150 on the toolbox. Spent about 45 minutes giving it a quick clean. And then I still got all this stuff to deal with. Now I gotta make a decision. How much time do I want to spend sorting all this out? Or maybe I just list all the random tools for a couple $100 for a quick sale. I might do that too. Or I'll quickly pick out the best stuff and sell everything else. So we've got lots of options. Anyways, we'll see you shortly here. Hi, Toby. What are you doing, buddy? Are you gonna let me past? You gonna let me past? Come on, let's go. No, don't attack my dog. Come on, let's go. Crazy cat. Alright, now that the toolbox is done, I'm going to start looking at these smaller hand tools here. And this is just one bin full. And I'm going to count and see how many there are here. Alright, I've gone through the first bin here. I took out all the really crappy stuff, broken stuff that's seized. I'm not going to waste my time unseizing a pair of pliers that's worth a couple bucks. So right here we have 78 items. And some are pretty cool, like this old wrench here. It's got to be probably from the, I'd say the 40s-ish, 40s, 50s. Same with this one. It's kind of nice. All sorts of stuff. And decent stuff. You know, even if you had to buy this, it'd be, you know, probably 15 bucks. I'd be happy to get $1 an item here, so, you know, that's almost 80 bucks. There was some sockets in there. I still don't know what I'm going to do with those. I might put some sets together. I've got a whole half a bin full here. Same with wrenches, so, you know, I think I'll just price these out for my next garage sale at anywhere between $1 and $3 a piece for this stuff, so that'll be all right. Be careful, Kitty. There's sharp stuff here. What you doing? You want to play with those? You got some cooties in your eyes. Let me get your cooties. Let me get your cooties. For those of you that don't know, I do have an antique booth on Vancouver Island here, and out of all this lot, I think there's only a handful here I'll put in my antique booth. This is a nice proto crescent wrench. These wrenches here, you know, I'd get, you know, 10 bucks, 8 bucks, 3, 5. So these are a little bit better and older. So those will go in the antique booth, and everything else is going to probably be 1 or 2 bucks at my garage sale coming up here in the spring. Toby, what are you doing? So yeah, we got a cat since I saw you last. He's more like a monkey. He's pretty cool. His name is Toby. Toby, what you doing up there? He loves playing in the garage. And I got it nice and toasty for us here. It's probably 5 degrees outside, and check the thermometer. Yeah, 14 in here, not too bad. Alright, so these are my dollar tools for the garage sale. Then I'll pick out some $2, $3. Probably a max of 4 bucks per item in here, except maybe this. I know these are expensive. So that might be, you know, 6 or 7. Alright, carrying on. These are pretty nice. I'm going to keep them for myself. So far we have $130 priced out in this bin here. So I changed my mind on these sockets. I listed the whole bucket on Marketplace for I think $125, but I thought, you know what, I have time today. I'm going to sort them all out. I'll get more money if I build sets out of them. So that's what I'm doing here. I found some Snap-on stuff. I saw Snap-on, so I just put that on eBay. I'll probably get 30 bucks plus shipping for that, based on what I've seen for just random Snap-on lots. These are some vintage Craftsman Double E. I believe they're from the 70s or so I got a set there. Probably put that in the antique booth and should be able to easily get 20 to 30 for that. These are more Craftsman vintage sockets that I got to put into sets. I got a bunch of these that I can use. And then one of the most collectible Craftsmans are the V series. And I have a whole bunch of these, kind of random. I don't think I got a complete set, but I might just do a random lot of the V series. This funny looking driver is also a V series, so yeah, that's what I decided to do. More later. So I just got a call from a guy not too far from me. He's got some older stuff to sell. I won't take you along with me like I used to. I might do that once in a while, but it's just a lot of work because it usually ends up being about an hour or 2 hours of footage that I gotta, you know, whittle down to 15 minutes. And I might do that on the odd occasion, but I will definitely show you what I get when I come back home. All right, see you soon. So I'm back from my little pick I went on. Now, the guy I met was really interesting. He was probably mid-70s. He was a metal detector his whole life, and the amount of things he had in little cabinets, just unreal. I didn't focus too much on the real small items, but I bought some bigger pieces for the antique booth, and maybe a couple for eBay. Now I spent a lot of money on this little pile, not including the records there, but just this stuff here. I ended up spending 400 bucks for this. Which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but there's 2, maybe 3 key pieces here that are going to bring me some money back pretty quick. We'll start with the porthole. These are super popular. He said the guy was also a diver. He said he dove down to a shipwreck in Victoria, BC, And apparently this was, I forget the name of the boat, but this was one of the first shipwrecks in the Victoria area. And that's where he got this little porthole from, so under the water. I think this would sell probably, well, somewhere between 100 and 200 bucks. Let's just say 150. I'm pretty sure I can get that because these are quite popular. Of course, I can't prove the provenance of the ship. This is neat. I might keep this for my own collection of brass. Little dive helmet here, replica, obviously. But that's neat. Zippo lighters. These are ones he found. They always do real well. You know, I've never sold a Zippo for under 20 or 30 bucks. These are Navy Zippos. This one's a bit rough, but I'm sure those are each worth of 20 bucks at least. This Canon is cool. I forget the story on this, but he had a lot of Canons, some really big ones that he didn't want to part with, but this was custom made, and it's meant to put a 12 gauge shotgun blank in there. I asked him if he fired a shotgun shell with a slug or shot. He said no, he hasn't tried it, so I'm gonna do that later because doing it with one hand is tricky. He said no, but he's put shotgun blanks in there. He just hits the end with the hammer and kaboom. That's cool. I think I'll probably get 125 bucks for that, maybe more, 150. The only reason I bought all this for 400 bucks is because of this knife here. Bear with me. This is a Gerber limited edition Bowie knife. And they made 3 different kinds. This is number 547 of 1500, made in 1991. They also made one with a rubber handle, similar shape. They call this a coffin style handle. You can see why. They made one with a rubber handle, and they also made one with an antler handle. So this is the one with just the straight wood handle. And I didn't see any sold listings of this one, but I saw the ones with the rubber handle and the antler handle sell for, you know, about $400 or $500. So we'll see. I'm gonna put this online because I think this should recoup most of the cost of everything. So it comes with a real nice thick sheath. I mean, just look at this blade. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. This is an awesome knife. I mean, I'd like to keep it, but can't keep everything. A couple of other real nice old knives here too. This is an old skinning knife. It's not marked, which kind of surprised me. Unless it's worn off, but I'll have to do a Google Lens search on that. Feels really, really nice in the hand. Comes with a nice little sheath as well. And I think this is a buck knife. I haven't looked this up. It's got a real thin blade. Probably good for processing fish. It's a buck 118. So we'll look that up. But, you know, if I were to guess, that could be a $50, $60 knife there. This is some sort of, I think, ashtray. Portable ashtray. It's got some military government type insignia, coat of arms here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to do some research on that. He threw in an old bottle, probably not worth more than 10 bucks. And this thing's pretty cool. Press this button. This is a Japanese walking stick sword. Same thing, no markings on it. Looks like a nice carbon steel blade. And it's slightly sharp, not super sharp, but yeah, I thought that was really neat. I don't think it's particularly that old, but I'll do some research on it. So yeah, it was a good little pick. I didn't get a lot, but there sounds like there will be opportunity to go back. He had more stuff, and he was expensive on a lot of things. He had massive portholes that were almost 2 feet across, and you know, he wanted $1,500, $2,000 for it, which maybe it's worth that, but I don't always like to tie up so much money in one piece. Anyways, thought I'd share that. Yeah, thanks for watching my video. I'll be putting one out every week or two, so stay tuned. All right, cheers. Well, I made a mistake. Yes, I make mistakes. So this toolbox, I don't know a lot about toolboxes. I just know Snap-on's a good name. The top piece is Snap-on. The bottom piece is not Snap-on. I probably should have realized because it doesn't have the same handles. This one is called Beach. It's another vintage brand. Not as sought after, but the good news is I got a deposit on the whole setup. I told the guy the bottom is not Snap-on. He's okay with it. And he gave me a $100 deposit, and I'm assuming he's going to pay full price, which would be nice because I'm asking $550 for it. So I'm really happy about that because I made a mistake. I thought I was going to maybe, you know, have to sell the box for $400 or $300. But anyways, it's all working out. Don't mind the outfit. This is my old city uniform. Used to work at the city, at the landfill. I used to find a lot of good things at the landfill too. Anyways, I'll leave those stories for another day. All right. Oh, hey people, it's the next day now. I got a call from a lady who had a few things to sell, and she mentioned green depression glass. And if anybody knows anything about green depression glass, it's pretty popular right now and it sells really well. So let me show you what I got. I didn't buy very much off this lady. I spent $100 on all this. A couple of little Pyrex dishes in nice shape. These are apparently very old. I think they're silver. They're, I don't know, olive picks or something. I'll have to look those up. Just this lamp's not very old, but it's in good shape. Probably get 20-30 bucks for that. Not the Canon, you saw that the other day. Now this. What is this? Look at that. I guess you put flowers in there. You put water in there. It's still very dirty. Needs a big cleaning. That is awesome. I've never had a uranium glass piece like that before. Okay, who wants to see these things glow? Let me hit the lights here real quick. Ooh, can't see. Let's turn the little black light on. Here we go. We ready? Ooh. Ah. Uranium glass. Super cool. Now look at that. That is awesome. I have no idea what that's worth. If I was to throw a guess at it, maybe 200 bucks. That might be one I want to keep because you don't come across these very often. Plates, bowls, little cups and saucers, I come across those quite often, but I've never had something like this. Okay, let me turn the lights back on. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyways, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna show you what they're going for right now. All right, that's it. Just a little pick. I'm committed to showing you guys pretty much everything that I buy, just so you can get an idea of things to look out for. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that uranium glass.